Alright, so this is the explosive build that I got going here. We got Ritualist and Summoner. Obviously the armor doesn't matter. And then we're using the Profane Heart, Thorn, the Kralax. Still decides not to give me a Mutator. Great. Corrupted Meridian, Detonation Trigger, Blasting Cap Ring, Red Ring of Death, Probability Cord, and Burden of the Gambler. Break it down for you. So for Ritualist, gonna get that thing to level 5 to get miasma. Cast an AoE burst that applies bleeding, burning, overload, and corrosive to enemies within a 2.5 meter range, and it deals a total of 1620 damage, 1620 damage. Lasts about 20 seconds. Cooldown, obviously, is 43 seconds. We're using it for its main perk, so we're going to put it in the main perk column. For Vial, why we need Vial is it just helps with AoE and ad clear. Basically, anytime you damage something and it dies with a status effect on it, any enemy in that range of the 22.5 meters will get that status effect applied to them. And we'll go in about how to extend this range even more. Our second class is Summoner. You're solely using this class for the first perk, which grants a 35 increase to mod, skill, and explosive damage. I'm choosing to use the big guy because when he dies, he deals 200 explosive damage. And then when he drops his little spore orbs that explode, they also do 200 damage each. Okay, now for the relic. You can either use the Profane Heart, is what I like to use. Honestly, the relic doesn't entirely matter. I like using the Profane Heart or the Tranquil Heart. You can honestly use the Dragon Heart. Anything that'll heal you, pretty much. For the long gun, I chose Thorn with the Detonator Mutator. For each 10% of this weapon's magazine spent causes an explosion for 58.5 explosive damage to targets within 0.75 meters of impact location. And then at level 10, it increases the explosive damage by 20%. Then I'm going to use the Kralax, because why not? It applies a status effect, shock. And I have the Mutator Darvish. Increases melee damage by 40% for 10 seconds when activating the skill. After dealing 350 base melee damage, reduce skill cooldown by 3%. And for this final weapon that we're going to be using, it is called the Corrupted Meridian. And I put Kill Switch on it. Kill Switch is pretty much, in order to find it, it's just a random ambush boss that you find. Ambush mutated boss that you find in the world. So I can't really tell you the location of it because it can vary from person to person. Detonator you can buy from Dwell. Darvish, I'm pretty sure you can buy it from Dwell, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure you have to go out and find it. As for the amulets now, we got Detonation Trigger. Detonation Trigger states that increases explosive damage by 25% and explosions apply 837 burning damage over 10 seconds. And we'll be doing a lot of explosive damage because of Thorn. The next one is Blasting Cap Ring, which just intrinsically increases explosive damage by 15%. The next one is Red Ring of Death. It will duplicate your last damaging status effect, but it will also reduce status effect damage by 10%. I'm using Probability Cord for the increased crit damage, and then Burden of the Gambler for disabling weak spots and increasing crit chance by 10% and crit damage by 15%. I'll get into why I chose this rings a little later. So the Detonation Trigger can be found on Darude. When you get to the checkpoint where the pistons are, you'll want to be going around the pistons and on the ground there will be a hole under one of the pistons. You basically walk under there and you fall down onto a little container thing. On that container you will find the blasting cap ring. If you continue to explore down there and go up and around a path, you will find the detonation trigger. For the Red Ring of Death, it is found in the Awakened King DLC. The probability cord is a base game ring. You can find it in Root Earth when you get to the Corrupted Harbor. Burden of the Gambler. I do not remember where you get this, but it is also a base game ring. Now for the fragments I went with for this build, I went with the slotted fragments. I'm going for explosive damage, range damage, and reload speed because Thorn suffers from its reload. And then for the prism, not 100% perfect. I wish I had chose something other than health bonus. C'est la vie. For the prism, I chose explosive damage, damage reduction combo, weak spot damage, critical damage combo, mainly for the critical damage, gunfire for the fire rate and reload speed combo, mage for the mod damage and mod generation combo, and then took me a couple rerolls, but I got the legendary trait, Wrecking Ball, which increases explosive critical chance by 100. So all your explosives will be doing crits, which is also why I chose Probability Cord and Ring of the Gambler. As for traits, obviously you have Affliction, which is honest, which is great, and it just gets applied to. You don't need to spend any trait points on this. I like Fortify, which increases your armor effectiveness. You get Regrowth simply because you are using the Summoner archetype. Next, I put it in Strong Back, so your weight threshold is bigger. Then I put it in Triage for the healing effectiveness. Put Summon Vigor for more health. I might change this, but I put it in Scholar for obviously the XP bonuses that you can get from this, so it's easier to level things up. And then again, to increase your AoE size and the aura range of all of your explosives and kill switch and whatnot, as well as the AoE of the Ritualist ability. It is increased by 50% there. Then obviously Bark Skin for the damage resistance, because you don't want to accidentally kill yourself. Yeah. I am using Leech for the lifesteal efficiency to make that better. So the more damage you do, the more health you get back. And paired with Leech, you obviously have to go with Siphoner, which increases your base damage as lifesteal. Well, it grants 2% base damage as lifesteal. And this just increases it by 50%, which is great. So those are all the traits for this. You've seen the fragment, different archetypes, why not? Kill switch, switching to the weapon creates an explosive. So if you just do this and you switch weapons, it creates an explosive. I'll show you some damage stuff here, and then I'll take it into a quick boss rush, a 3-boss boss rush. The reason I'm getting so many yellow numbers is because of the legendary version. Now I'm going to back up for this because otherwise it'll kill me. There's that. Also, to get the Meridian, it is in Lhasa. It is in one of the sewer dungeons. I do not know which one, and you have to be lucky with the instance that it rolls, because sometimes it will not obviously roll in that instance. The instance that it'll roll in is going to be, it's an instance, that's for damn sure. But basically what you're looking for is a path off to the side where it leads you, and you have to do some parkour and jumping, and then you will see a little snail bug in a pipe. Shoot the snail bug out, wait about 90 minutes, and come back, and there will be floatable planks on the water which you jump across, and then you jump across them. And to the Meridian. Now, to get the Corrupted Meridian, we need to corrupt it at 12 with 10 Corrupted Shards, which are pretty doable and easy to get from Boss Rush. Now this is just on Veteran, because it's going to be a short video, and, well, yeah, it's not really short, but short-ish. Alright, let's take a look at the boss. This is from the Naruto DLC. This boss is annoying because they're a bunch of crybabies. So I get it through the 3+ boss rush on Veteran. And as you can see, I got a Corrupted Shard here. Best way to level up your Prism and get Corrupted Shards is to do the 7 boss rush on APOC if you can. Granted, it would be easier to do it on APOC with 2 people or 3 people. I like 2 just because the boss is not going to be have as much health as it would with 3 people because of scaling, but APOC will double your XP as well as drinking a Blood Tonic, which will also increase your XP gains by 15%. As you can see, I'm just hitting for 3k explosive damage because of the legendary perk on my Prism. And if the enemies would actually come over here and die like they're supposed to. The more gold numbers you see, the better. They're here. It's lovely. Where is here? Where are they? Lady, you're yelling and I can't see you. And the aberration should be in. Never mind. Hit. Monkey's dead. Yeah. Road King. Okay, I can deal with this. Not running a shield build, so this will be fine. Pardon the coughing, I'm covered from cold. Alright. Open sesame. And 15k. He is dead. What? And use the Krillak. It's cool. And I am Kratos now. Actually, not really, because my outfit doesn't keep the picture. Alright.
This place.
Here we go. Bull crap. Alright, who do we have as final boss to showcase his build? Another DLC boss, Alepsis Torah. No, I'm not accepting nothing. Oh, that's my dog. Put up all your shields. I don't care. I'm waiting for Remnant, not for respawn. That. Top up on ammo. I couldn't dodge twice. You don't have any history, buddy? I haven't gotten them low enough? Now he's going. Yell at me. I might put a video out later on using this build for ATOP, but we shall see. Anyways, thank you for watching, and appreciate it. And if you have any questions or anything, just feel free to leave comments, and if you ever need help getting into the things, feel free to comment. I'll try to check up and respond to you and help you out. Alright, well, thank you. As always, subscribe if you want. I don't care. It's up to you. I don't really post a whole lot, only on occasion. When I do, I guess I try hard, sort of. Anyways, have a lovely day, and see ya.